On the 15th of March 2024, officers at Nashville International Airport in Tennessee were dispatched to a restaurant called 400 Degrees regarding an intoxicated customer reportedly refusing to pay her bill inside the terminal. En route, officers spotted a woman matching dispatch's description. The officer made verbal contact, removed her headphones for two-way communication, and stated the reason. She replied that she had paid only seconds earlier. The officer requested identification. Under Terry v. Ohio, a dispatched theft of services call plus matching. The description supplies the reasonable suspicion needed for an investigative detention. The subject surrendered her phone and ID. Tension escalated as the subject demanded her property back. The officer ordered her to sit down but did not yet articulate any specific offense. Her repeated question, "What am I doing wrong?" went unanswered through the encounter. The arrest was then announced. The stated charge was public intoxication. At that moment, the subject was verbal, ambulatory, had surrendered ID on request, and was standing without assistance inside a public terminal building.
Over at 400 degrees? Okay. So, can you go over there and make sure she did pay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did pay.
Okay. Do you know where you got
like 30 seconds ago. I literally just paid.
Okay. Can I get your ID? I got one ready.
Here back. My iPhone back?
Not yet.
What's my iPhone?
What is it?
Here, my ID.
Okay. You know where you are right now?
I'm at the airport.
Okay. Where are you going?
I'm going to...
Okay. You going?
Yeah. Can my ID back?
My partner has to run it.
What's happening?
Ma'am, just relax.
What's going on?
Where's your ticket at? Ma'am. Ma'am.
I need my ID, my phone.
Ma'am, talking to you, ma'am.
I need my ID.
Hey, ma'am, sit down.
That's my ID.
Ma'am, he's talking to you.
Give me my ID.
Okay. All right.
This is my ID. Please give back.
Gosh, dude. Put your hands behind your back.
What am I doing wrong? How? What's happening?
You're under
For what?
public intoxication.
Public intoxication, dude. We're at the airport.
So, show 18 seconds.
Dude, what's going on? Stop. What's going on? I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, send it.
What's going on?
Is this your
Stop.
stuff?
Yes.
You're going to jail for public intoxication.
I'm going to jail. For public intoxication, that's not even a damn thing. Everyone needs to check their phones right now. Please help. This is not happening.
Negative.
Sir.
Right, you put your phone out in here, okay? You got
Please help me.
Yeah.
Please help me.
Breathalyzer determines if she's public intoxication.
I'm not intoxicated right now.
Let's go. You're coming with me.
You need to breathalyze me.
Let's go.
Did she pay at 400 degrees?
That's what I'm trying to find out right now.
You need to breathalyze me.
Ma'am.
Sir, you need to breathalyze me.
We'll go ahead and put her in the
Please
car
help
and then
me.
we'll
Thank
go
you. Thank you. What's going on? I don't know what's going on. Everything needs to happen for a reason.
They didn't say
Get on the other side.
and they said that.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
Are they already out there? They're down. Yeah.
Hello? What's happening? What's happening?
Stop it and just.
Why do I need to go to jail? Why? Everyone needs to understand why right now.
Resisting.
Public intoxication is not even a thing in Indiana.
Well, not in Indiana. We're in Tennessee.
Okay, Tennessee. We're not. Okay, Tennessee. I don't care where we are. It's not. This is not inappropriate.
We're going down.
Help! What's happening? Help me, please, sir. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. Please help me, sir. Please help me, sir. Sir, please help me. What's going on? I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. Please help me. Please help me, please. I don't know what's going on. Help! 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 Help me! Help me! What do I do? Miss, what do I do?
opinion?
Miss, what do I do? Help me, what's going on? Help me.
Sit quietly.
Babe, can you go and check 400 degrees? See if she made.
No, she did. She didn't. They still have her ticket open.
I paid for that.
What was the bill?
It was like $30 I paid for it underneath my whole search product. I literally paid for that. Please, I paid for everything. Help me, please. Please, I need help, sir. Please help me. Somebody help me. I don't know what's going on. Please. I don't know what's happening. Please, somebody help me, sir. Please. Please, somebody. Please, somebody help me, sir. Please, I don't know what's happening.
We have somebody around for sure.
Please help me. This was 9/11, not for somebody. Please, somebody help. What's happening? I can't open my mouth. I can't.
Take the feet up.
No, I need to know what's going on. What is going on? Help me. Please help me.
You're fine.
Please, I don't know what's going on. I need somebody to answer me.
You're arrested for public intoxication
What?
and for not paying your bill.
I paid my bill. No, I paid my bill. Help me, sir. No. Help me. I did it.
He's coming over Chuckles and Ninja.
Please help me, sir.
All right, stand up.
Please help me. Please help.
Stand up.
Please help. Please help me, Slater. Please. Please, what's going on? Please help me. What's going on? Caution.
Under Tennessee Code Section 3917 3-10, public intoxication requires 3 elements: a public place, influence of an intoxicating substance, and endangerment to self, endangerment to others, or unreasonable annoyance. The airport is plainly a public place, but Tennessee courts have held this statute as not a vagrancy provision. Prosecutors must prove a specific degree of impairment and a specific qualifying consequence beyond mere suspicion or appearance. The subject repeatedly asked to be breathalyzed. The officer admitted uncertainty about whether she had actually paid the bill, confirming the underlying theft of services allegation remained unverified at the very moment of arrest. A breath test was not legally required, but would have produced objective evidence supporting or undermining probable cause. Proceeding with arrest before that simple verification raises legitimate questions about the foundation for custody.
What is happening? Somebody, this is impossible. This is impossible. Help me. Help. Help. What is happening? What is happening? Somebody's help me!
Yeah, ma'am, relax.
What's happening? Is it flying in my arms? Is it flying in my arms?
Bronson, you open start. I have 15 or 16 goats. So you can drop them over there.
What is happening? What did you do? What did you do? What did I do wrong? I did nothing wrong. You guys can arrest me.
Just get in the car.
Arrest me. No.
Get in the car. Yeah, good.
What is it?
We're gonna
Mr. Joe President, please help me, sir. Mr. Joe President, Mr. Joe President,
That's somebody shit. Speed up. Amazing. Okay. What's her name? You're gonna pass out. You need to take deep breaths. You're gonna pass out.
Please send me! Someone listen! Please understand me! Please! Please! Understand me! Somebody listen me! Somebody has to! Somebody understand me! No! Somebody has to help me!
Put your ankles together, more.
No! No, you guys don't know what's believing in anything! You guys!
Put your ankles together. Lauren, put your ankles together.
Wait. We're gonna break her.
Sorry. Lauren, put your feet together.
No!
Put your gut. Lauren, put your feet together.
No!
Yank it. Yank it.
What's going on here? What the is going on here? Somebody has to tell him because he doesn't even know what's going on here. I can tell you read his mind. I can read his mind.
Hey, hear that?
I can read his mind.
Can you put it out now? Yep. There. Hold that
Hideous.
tight.
They're hideous. Hideous. They're hideous. What's going on? Somebody needs to tell me what's going on here or I'll lose my shit.
Once secured in the patrol vehicle, the subject cried for help repeatedly, appeared disoriented, referenced a bug in her arm, and at one point lost consciousness. These signals are consistent with intoxication, a mental health episode, or both. Under Farmer v. Brennan and the 14th Amendment, custodial officers owe a duty of care. The deliberate indifference standard prohibits consciously disregarding a substantial known risk to the medical or psychiatric welfare of any detainee. The crisis intervention team model, used across major Tennessee jurisdictions, prioritizes medical referral over custodial booking when crisis signs appear. None of the obvious indicators here prompted any request for emergency medical evaluation. Officers applied leg restraints after she refused to bring her ankles together. Leg restraints on a handcuffed subject are soft control under the force continuum, generally appropriate, but proportionality must still be weighed in context. Graham versus Connor evaluates force on objective reasonableness from the officer's perspective. 3 factors apply: severity of offense, immediate threat, and active resistance. All 3 factors here weigh toward minimum force, not escalation.
You're being arrested for public intoxication and failing to pay your theft services.
I paid that shit. I paid
What is it for?
You're the missing person.
He's a missing person too. Sorry.
Excuse me?
Yes, ma'am.
Roger.
What is happening to my life?
You're being arrested for disorderly and public intox. Huh? Yeah. Okay. Thanks, sir. I'm on the right page.
You guys made me disorderly, so it's not my fault. What's happening, man?
You're gonna go to jail for the night.
What?
Public intoxication, state of Tennessee. You can't be
I was
public.
not publicly intoxicated.
Okay.
You're gonna arrest me for
Transporting one female to Metro booking. Starting mileage 11370.
serious.
And vehicle 6677.
You're serious? You're arresting me for nothing? For nothing. For nothing, sir. For nothing. That's what you're doing right just now. You.
You said no.
Sites. I hope you. Now let me go. Now let me go. Sir. Now let me go. You have to let me go, sir. Sir. You have to let me go. You have to let me go. What are you doing to me? What are you even doing to me, dude?
We're going downtown to jail.
What am I even doing wrong? I'm not doing anything wrong.
Public intox and disorderly conduct.
I did not do any disorderly conduct.
Okay.
I did not do any disorderly conduct. I did not. I swear to God, I did not. I did not. I did. I didn't. 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 You're bringing me to the Cole County Jail? You bring me to the county jail?
Yes.
Why?
For public intoxication and disorderly conduct.
I did not do anything wrong!
Also, you didn't pay your tab.
Wrong! You're wrong!
Okay. Yeah. Are you a singer?
I am a singer.
Or is that why you came to Nashville?
Yes.
Nice.
Let me sing my songs out, dude. Let me sing my song out.
Okay. Do you know you were missing out of... Someone reported you missing?
I don't guess.
I was just informing you, that's all. Alright.
Hey, man. Can I help you out?
I don't know. Can you help me get out of the office?
Are you gonna walk with us and not...
Are you gonna walk with us and fight us, or are you
No,
gonna kick us?
I'll walk with it.
You sure?
Yes.
Because you didn't do that at the airport.
I'll walk with you guys.
Okay.
I can get out of here though, right? Tonight?
Maybe.
What did I do wrong?
Public intoxication and disorderly conduct, and then also resisting arrest.
I don't know what's going on, so. I don't know what's going on, guys.
Okay.
You're
So,
puts into.
Tell me.
I got your phone for you, so they'll go in there with you, okay? Your bags are not going to be able to go in there with you. You're going to have to come back to the airport and pick them up. Do tomorrow is call this number and tell them, hey, I need to come pick up my property. And they'll tell you where to go, okay?
Okay.
It's going to be with your phone and your ID, okay?
Okay.
In your bag.
And your bag.
Is there anything else on you
No.
that the jail might find?
No.
Pills?
No.
Weed? Nothing?
No.
Okay, take a seat. Boom.
Okay.
So what's up?
Hey, man. Hi. Are you okay?
I am sick.
So for missing person reports in there too.
No. Suicidal? No.
There's your phone, ID.
Been around anybody with COVID or flu? No. Been exposed to any infectious diseases? No. Any chance you're pregnant? No, I'm not.
A second charge, disorderly conduct, under Tennessee Code Section 39-17-305, was then added. That statute requires fighting, violent, or threatening behavior, with intent to cause public annoyance or alarm. The footage shows verbal protest, crying, and calls for help. Tennessee appellate decisions distinguish loud distress from the affirmative misconduct the statute targets. The intent element here is, at best, weak on this record alone. At booking, a crucial fact emerged. The subject had been reported missing before this encounter. Had responding officers known, a welfare check protocol, medical evaluation, and family notification would normally have replaced custodial processing. She was ultimately charged with theft of services under Section 39-14-104, public intoxication, and resisting arrest under Section 39-16-602. Officers contacted her mother regarding the missing report. Resisting arrest under Tennessee law requires the use of force against the officer. Verbal protest and refusal to position one's ankles, without more, do not satisfy the force element. The final disposition of these charges is not publicly verified. Lesson for law enforcement: verify the underlying call before arrest, accept voluntary objective testing when offered, and treat cries for help, disorientation, or loss of consciousness as medical events demanding evaluation, not transport. Lesson for citizens: stay nonviolent, surrender ID when lawfully requested, and invoke your Fifth Amendment right to silence. The bodycam records everything. Let your calm, recorded conduct be your strongest evidence in any later proceeding. Lesson for systems: dispatch must flag missing person status before officers arrive on scene. Crisis intervention training, welfare check protocols, and shared information flow turn moments like these from criminal bookings into genuine rescues.